Greetings, Stephen Danako here with this week's Evolutionary Meditation, where we focus on a concept or practice of conscious evolution. And the theme of today's meditation is from Barbara's book, 52 Codes for Conscious Self-Evolution. And specifically, we're going to look at Code 3, which is to notice flashes of freedom and keep bringing your attention to them. Notice flashes of freedom and keep bringing your attention to them. So inviting us all to become fully present and still, and just take a few moments to deepen your breath, allow your body to settle into the space where you're seated, letting go the need to clutch to any anxious thoughts, letting go of the need to attach to any current anxieties about what you have to do today, or what has happened in the recent past, or what you think might happen in the future, but rather just simply agree to be present here and now. And as you do that, you're quickening your own self-care, not fighting any anxieties or thoughts, but just letting them pass through your consciousness. And as they come and they go, you're able to release them. And with each breath, particularly with each inhale, just feel the gravity of the earth holding you here gently on the spot where you're seated. Then scan your body from head to toe and notice anywhere you're holding tension, and invite you to breathe into that spot or those spots in your body. With every inhale, you're sending love, energy, nourishment, relaxation to those spots of tension. And as you exhale, see the tension just melt down into the floor below. So we notice flashes of freedom and keep bringing our attention to them. And as we go deeper into this meditation, I'll read a bit more on this from the book. Barbara writes that evolution creates greater consciousness and freedom through more complex and harmonious order. You are evolving toward higher consciousness and greater freedom in a world that is increasingly becoming more complex. Your flashes of freedom are actually awareness of your coming state of being as a new norm. Surrender your illusion of separation and join wholeheartedly with the creative intent as it expresses itself personally through your yearning to co-create and participate in the evolution of self and the world. So as we take those words and let them resonate through our consciousness in this meditation, I'm particularly struck by the idea of this increasing complexity. And perhaps if we just regard that at the surface level, that would seem to be anxiety provoking, is how to evolve towards greater freedom in a world that is increasingly becoming more complex. And as we meditate on that, invite us to go further into the idea, and indeed the reality, if we so choose, that this complexity is causing us to seek our co-creative partners in the world. That we need not be masters of all complexity, for indeed it is impossible at the individual level. Rather, let us regard this increasing complexity as a call to each of us to actively seek out our collaborators, co-creative partners, those with whom we join in the spirit of conscious evolution to evolve through this increasing complexity. With these partners, we embrace the complexity as a means to evolve and not something to battle or to fight or to resist. And as we embody this intention and we practice this intention of seeking our co-creative partners, this is where the flashes of freedom come. For if we each understand that we need not be master of every level of complexity, that we need not be master of every single skill, task, requirement to evolve, but rather we understand and we embrace the truth that as we come together, we can join our genius with others who have pieces of the evolutionary puzzle, who are contributing their own genius to connect with our own, to expand the collective consciousness. And that's where the freedom lies, that we need not be in this alone. We need not do this alone. But through the power of our intention and the realization, the activation, the manifestation of the seeking our co-creative partners, we embrace and we evolve through and with the complexity, and that's where the freedom lies. So with every co-creative partner that comes into your orbit, just notice the flash of freedom. Feel into it. Become aware that through this joining of genius with the other, that you've become exponentially more powerful than if you were to go about it alone. And then in that cluster of two, you and the other, another co-creative partner comes into the orbit. Again, the power, the effectiveness of your efforts exponentially expands, and then the freedom becomes greater. And this continues as these clusters of evolving humans, the new humans, continue to connect, to find one another, to work consciously, co-creatively, to evolve and to expand one another's freedom. So let us take this code, notice flashes of freedom, through the process of co-creation, and keep bringing our attention to them, and take this as the truth for a few moments and meditate upon it in the silence. Now, with full appreciation for having embodied this code, having written it on every fiber of your being, just bring your awareness back to your embodied self, noticing those flashes of freedom. Keep bringing your attention to them. Just feel yourself seated in the chair. Bring attention back to your breath, following the rhythm of your inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, open your eyes, be here and be aware right now. So thank you all who joined. Thank you for making the choice to devote some of your time to expanding your consciousness of evolution. And remember that indeed we are all in this together. Peace and love to all.